Friday, 2 days marathon, and we are at the Marathon Expo. I hope it's not too busy because it's Friday morning. I know Saturday is going to be the busiest day for sure, so let's go in, pick up our stuff, and it's always a lot of fun to just look around as well.
Four-digit number.
There we go.
What a fast...
4 digits last year.
No, it was probably 5 or 6 digits.
Oh, moving up in the ranks.
Yeah.
We've got option 1.
You look like you're from the 90s.
From a what?
From the 90s.
Yeah, it's kind of big though, don't you think? Which one do you like better? We ended up spending about an hour at the expo. I just think it's so much fun to look at all the official marathon merch, look at all the vendors that are there. I didn't actually end up getting any of the official merch. I was tempted, but I got this jacket last year, and this year they just kind of changed the colors around. They did have some other stuff, but ultimately didn't get anything. I did get some other stuff though. I got some new gels, nothing that I'll try on race day. It's tempting, honestly, but I know it's stupid, so I won't do that. But just to try in my training later down the line. I also got some beetroot shots, which apparently nitrate is really good for endurance athletes. I'll try it today, Friday, tomorrow, Saturday. You're meant to take it before the race as well. I'll kind of see how I feel the next 2 days. Again, I haven't done it before. I'm a bit nervous about trying something new, but we'll see how it goes. And that's kind of it. I then went to Farmer Jay's for lunch. If you live in London and haven't tried Farmer Jay's, you are missing out. It is so good. I got a big side of rice, definitely trying to top up on the carbs. And now I'm just going to walk home, get back to work, and then probably relax, trying to take it easy the next 2 days, but I'll take you along in terms of what I'm doing and how I'm feeling. Good morning. It is Saturday, so one day until the big day. I've already had breakfast, showered, and I'm just walking my dog right now. The plan for today is just to relax. I am actually not doing a shakeout run today. I did last year, and I've done a lot of research around like what are the benefits of doing it, who does it, who doesn't. It looks like, yeah, it's kind of down to personal preference. There are people who feel like it helps get them into the race day mindset. It kind of can shake off any nerves that you might have. But there's also professional athletes who like to just completely rest the day before a big race. And for me, on Thursday I did 30 minutes of elliptical, so no running. Friday was a complete rest day, and then today would be my second complete rest day. And I feel like when I've had a few days like that, I kind of get that itch to run, if you know what I mean. My body feels fully recovered, and I just am craving that movement, and that's kind of how I want to feel lining up to the start line. So I'm going to have a complete rest day today, which means that my focus, and maybe I'll do some stretching, foam rolling, things like that, but my focus will just be on getting everything ready. So I'm going to go home, kind of lay out all of my kit, lay out all of my food, my kit bag, all of those different kinds of things. I will make sure to be eating lots of carbs, and then just kind of chill. Like I'll probably be reading and maybe get some work done. But yeah, it should be a nice and relaxing day. I do want to watch some race day vlogs as well. It's all good and well to relax, but I also want to be in kind of the race mindset, and I love watching those kinds of YouTube videos, so that'll probably be me for the day. Bruce! Good boy! In the spirit of carb loading and also just getting out of the house and having something to do, I am on my way to grab either a cinnamon bun or a donut. I haven't decided yet. I'm either going to go to Gale's or check out the local market to see what they have there. So I ended up going to Bread Ahead. If you live in London, you've probably heard of them. And I got 2 things. Not to worry, I will most likely be sharing them with my husband. But I got a almond croissant, which I've clearly already taken a bite out of. And then I also got this creme brulee donut, which I think is gonna be filled as well. I've seen these all over social media. It's really good. It's something different. And the almond croissant is really good as well. So in the spirit of carb loading, cheers. Let's get everything ready for tomorrow, starting with packing my fuel. And let me talk you through everything that I'm bringing. As you can see, I've laid it all out here. I'm packing 8 gels. I'm planning to take 1 gel every 30 minutes. And I have an extra gel just in case something goes wrong, like one of them doesn't open, whatever. I have these salt stick chews, which I plan to take as well, just because it's gonna be so hot. I'm taking these sports beans. I hopefully won't need these, but last year I had a lot of stomach issues and the gels really weren't sitting well. So it's kind of like an emergency measure. Maybe those would go down better than the gels. We'll see. I then have these caffeine pills. I have tried a lot of caffeine products and a lot of them just taste horrible. And so I have these caffeine pills that I think I just got them from Boots. They're like 50 milligrams of caffeine, so also a more manageable amount because a lot of the gels have like 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is quite a lot. So I plan to take one at around mile 13, or if I'm feeling fine, maybe a little bit later, like mile 18. And then finally, I'm gonna be taking this Tailwind with me, Endurance Fuel Mix, and putting that into 2 little bottles, which I'm going to have on me. And then finally, we have my outfit. So I've laid everything out and I'm gonna try it on in a second as well. I always like to just try it on one last time to make sure everything fits well. I know where I'm gonna put my fuel, all that kind of stuff, but here it is. We've got the Lululemon shorts, my bib, Lululemon tank top, Adidas sports bra, and hat. And then I will also have my sunglasses as well, just because it's gonna be super bright and sunny. It's 6:30 p.m. and we're sitting outside to eat dinner. I have to say I am quite tired of the amount of carbs that I've been eating. I just feel really full, not uncomfortably full, but I'm not really hungry for dinner, but I don't want to eat too late just so that I have time to digest, and I want to wake up hungry because I need to eat quite early tomorrow. So anyways, I'll show you what we made. So I'm just having some leftover pasta and then a bagel as well. I've had 2 bagels today, and then my husband didn't want to join me in my strange meal, so he's having some dumplings that we made. Yum. I just made myself some more electrolytes. I am really trying to top up on electrolytes the day before the race, just to avoid any cramping. But while we drink this, let's talk race day strategy. So how am I feeling ahead of tomorrow? I feel optimistic. I, weirdly enough, don't really know at this point what I think I'm capable of. This training block has gone okay. I've had some really good sessions, which were a big confidence boost, but I've also dealt with a lot of ankle pain, which had caused me to dial back my training. So at this point, I have confidence that I can break 3:30, but it's going to be warm. And like I said, I've had a few good sessions, but it's been a bit hit or miss the last few weeks. So I'm not giving up yet. I wanted to go out at like a 7:50, 7:55 pace. That's my goal. The first 3 miles of London Marathon are net downhill. And so last year I went out a bit fast, and I'll try to not do so this year, but because it's downhill, like it's not really that big of a deal if you do. It's more about effort, obviously. So try to stick to like the 7:50, 7:55 pace. I should be able to hold that for the full 26 miles. Last year, I had a lot of issues with fueling, and that's one of the things that I've been practicing the most this training block. So although I haven't hit all of my sessions in the way that I wanted to, I have hit all of my fueling goals during each of those sessions, which I'm really proud of. And so I'm hoping that my stomach is just more used to taking on fuel at race pace. I think that was my biggest issue last year because a lot of my long runs were done at more of a conversational pace. So this year I've incorporated more marathon paced sessions and really practiced my fueling during those sessions. So I'm hoping that will pay off. The other thing with fueling is that because I'm packing the Tailwind in these little bottles, that tends to just go down easier than gels anyways. So last year I think I took like 1.5 gels during the whole race because my stomach was just in such like pain and knots that I really couldn't do anything else. So this year, I'm hoping that won't happen, but even if it does, I have some backup options that should hold me through. So fingers crossed. A goal would be sub 3:30. B goal would be sub 3:34, which is what I got last year. So that would still be a PB for me. And then C goal would be, okay, hey, it's hot. Maybe it's not my day. Whatever goes wrong, like just enjoy the day and finish, make the most of it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow, but 16 weeks leading up to this, and now it's time for the big day. Good morning. It's currently 6:30 a.m. I have made my breakfast. I'm having 2 packets of this Quaker golden syrup oats. So that's about 50 grams of carbs. And I'm gonna eat this, probably watch some race day vlogs on my computer while I do that. And then I am aiming to leave here around 7 a.m. or so, and aiming to get to the start. Aiming to get to Blackheath around like 8:15, and then it's a 10-minute walk to the start. So that'll give me plenty of time, at least an hour before I actually have to get into the start pen, and then my start time is 9:45. So that should all be fine. I had the craziest, I would call it a nightmare last night. And the nightmare was that I stopped for lunch during the marathon. I stopped for coffee with my friends along the route as well. And as a result, I was really upset at the end because I didn't get the time that I wanted. And believe it or not, this is like a recurring nightmare because I had the same dream before the Amsterdam half marathon last year. I have no idea where in my subconscious this is coming from because I've never done such a thing in my life. So if anyone is like a good dream interpreter and can tell me what that means, please do. But overall, I did sleep pretty well. I probably got like 8 hours of sleep last night. I feel pretty well rested. So yeah, for now I'm feeling calm. I'm feeling, good to go. Hopefully I don't, sometimes I think the nerves can kind of kick in when you are at the assembly area just because they want you to get there so early and you're just kind of standing around and doing nothing. But we'll try to stay calm and relaxed and just, enjoy every second. Okay, I am all ready and I'm gonna head out. We'll see you out there. Let's go. Made it to Blackheath. It was so busy on the trains. I don't remember it being that busy last year, but there were people that were super stressed because they had to wait 1 or 2 trains to be able to get on. So yeah, it was like squeezing into the max. Got to Blackheath. I'm walking over to the yellow start line now. It's always quite a trek actually. It's probably like a 10 or 15 minute walk. Sorry if it's a bit loud, but one thing I will say is that compared to last year, the benefit of the heat is that it kind of feels like you're at a festival, whereas last year it was so cold. Everyone was just like kind of huddled up and trying to stay warm, whereas the sun feels nice now. It's just, it's going to be warm when we're running.
What's up, everybody? My name is Yoda Yi, and today Gabriella is running the marathon. She asked me to substitute vlog. No idea why, because I'm terrible at blogging, and I have no idea what I'm saying. But we're here to support Gabs. The vibes here are immaculate, and we're at mile 9. She's gonna be here in any moment, so we're gonna get going. Okay, so we just saw the elites. They were sprinting past us super fast. Once again, it is so hot here that, watch this, they are spraying water at the runners. Incredible, incredible. Okay, Gabriella just passed us at mile 8, mile 9. She's been running a 7-minute, 53-second mile pace for the last 7 miles. So she's been doing really, really well. She has a really good shot at beating the 3:30 time. There she is, green hat. Or no, wait, that's not her. Different green hat. Let's go, Gabby! Let's go, Gabby!
We're here at mile 23, and it's popping off!
We're currently trying to figure out where Gabby is on the map. It's looking like she's right there, coming through. Definitely got everyone here.
We're a couple minutes behind.
Gabby's a couple minutes behind, but she she's making it. Great. Yeah.
So I'm here telling you a very fun fact. Did you know that the first Briton to run a mile under 4 minutes was in 1954 by Sir Roger Bannister? Can Gabby beat it today?
Wow. I think so.
I think so too.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
How do I feel? It's not even on. Oh, it is on. I honestly feel good because, like, within the first 5K, I knew that it wasn't going to be a PB kind of day, and so I was like, I'll just give up on that and enjoy the day. And then it was much more enjoyable. Like, I walked when I needed to. I got ice, water. Like, yeah, I just enjoyed it rather than focusing on the time. So it was good. And as a result, I actually feel fine. I feel like last year I was destroyed when I finished, and now I'm like...
You look like you still seem normal. Yesterday you were like...
Despite the heat.
Yeah, now I feel much better. And I got all my like fueling. That was the other thing. Like last year, I basically like I had so much like stomach pain, and this year I got like all my gels down. I got caffeine, so I actually feel quite buzzed right now. So overall,
Ready to do it again?
no, not yet. But it was overall like quite good. It was crazy though. There were so many people like seriously passed out along the road.
Because I was like up on the bridge and there were so many walkers at like 19, like mile 19, and I saw like 2 people like jelly leg it and just fall, and they had to get picked up and put on a chair and wheeled out.
Yeah. Like laying down with like multiple medical people around them.
Yeah.
It's a hot day.
How was your day?
Lovely.
Lovely and sunny.
Yeah.
You did the thing.
2 in a row, baby.
So do you want to get lunch?
I actually wouldn't mind, yeah. Yay! Wait, one more, go. One more. Woo! Yum. Yeah, exactly. All right, that's all I can eat. Top up on the carbs.
This guy. Yeah, how are you doing? I don't know. Oh shit! But yeah, that's I'm supposed to hear that.
I am home and I have showered. I'll probably do a full race recap video at some point, but quick thoughts now that I'm back. It was definitely a tough day. I knew within the first 3 miles that it wasn't going to be my day. It was just really warm, and I kept comparing back to last year. I kept comparing back to how easy the first few miles felt last year and how it felt tough to even do like a 7:50 pace this year. And that was just a really negative headspace, to be honest. And so I intentionally decided to just abandon all expectations. I think for me, it was like, if I wasn't going to get a PB, it didn't really matter to me whether I got 5 minutes over or 30 minutes over or whatever it was. Like, I rather would have just enjoyed the day. So I tried to switch my mindset, let go of all expectations, and just went out there to enjoy and take in all of the energy and just make the most of it. And so that's what I did. I ended in 3:48. So yeah, for me, the time really didn't matter at that point. I just wanted to enjoy it. So I took some walking breaks. I definitely made use of all the showers, sprinklers, whatever, all of the ice, etc. Like, loved the energy of the crowd. Am I disappointed that I didn't get, the goal that I'd been working for these last 16 weeks? Yeah, of course. But I still have Amsterdam Marathon, which I'm doing in October. And so my goal now is just to finally rehab and fix my ankle. That was my biggest kind of pain point, Achilles heel in this training block. I really had to tone down on the intensity because of my ankle. So I want to just really focus on rehabbing and getting my ankle into a good place, and then have a really solid training block ahead of Amsterdam Marathon. So for now, it was amazing. The one thing I'm most bummed about, I think, is that because I didn't get a good for age time this year, I probably won't be running London next year. I'll probably enter in the ballot, but the chances of getting it are so small. On the other hand, maybe it's not a bad thing. Now I can do some other spring marathons and just see something different. But yeah, that's a bit of a bummer because I think London Marathon is just such a fun event. The other thing I will say is I feel so much better this year than I did last year when I finished. Like, I got my fueling down pat. Like, there were no issues. I took all of my gels, didn't have any stomach issues. I definitely felt like I didn't hit a wall, I didn't bonk, and I felt the difference when I finished. Obviously, you know, my muscles hurt, my feet hurt, but I didn't have that insane crash. So I went out to eat lunch with my friends after, we got some bubble tea, and now I'm home and I still feel pretty good. I'm probably gonna rest, ice my ankle, and just kind of sit on the couch, relax, but I don't feel absolutely destroyed like I did last year. Obviously, it's because I didn't like race, but I also think that fueling had played a big part in that, and also just like training and having more miles in my legs. So that's a positive, and I'm hoping that I can really start to build these training blocks. And obviously, if you can string together a few good training blocks, that's when the magic really happens. So I'm probably gonna take this week off and then, yeah, get back into it. So overall, London 2025, not exactly what I wanted, but it was a really great day. You know what, guys? Shout out to all the spectators. It is tough work, and they deserve a nap too.